Very good evening, students. Today, my topic will be on communication skills, which is a part of English communication, or you may call as a spoken English also. Now, first of all, we need to know what is communication skills about. Now, communication skills is the skill which helps us to communicate with each other. For example, like if I am speaking to you and you are speaking to me, but there is some barrier, like it may be noise pollution, it may be a physical barrier, or it may be a perceptual barrier, but we are communicating, fine. Though we are communicating, our communication is not effective, neither efficient. So, you can only represent communication skill as a complete definition when it is both effective and efficient. What do you mean by effective? Effective is something like, suppose if I am speaking to you but you cannot hear me, that is not effective. That means my voice is not reaching. Okay, so now if I speak loudly, if I speak clearly, that is called effectively. Now what is efficiently? Efficiently means, suppose if we are speaking with each other but our modulation, our accent is not okay, that is called efficient, fine. Now if someone tells, now what is the definition of communication skills? So you can tell that it is the mode of speaking from place to place, person to person, group to another, that is transferring information, okay, effectively and efficiently with each other. Now at last we can say that a communication is a process when a sender is reaching the receiver, that is this one. A sender is reaching the receiver, that is a sender is sending a message to the receiver, that is called a complete communication. Now we are all clear with the communication. If you have any doubt, we will have a doubt clearing session also, okay, or you can ask me questions, fine. Now I'm coming to the types of communication. What are the types of communication? First of all, one is verbal, number two non-verbal, and number three written. Sometimes we may find that there are four types of communication, but basically we can tell that there are three types: verbal, non-verbal, and written, fine. Now come to each explanation. Verbal is what? Verbal is face to face or telephonic, or it can be by radio also. At the morning when we switch on the radio, we hear the news, so we are getting a proper communication, fine. Now come to the non-verbal. Non-verbal is the body language, posture, gesture, etc. So what is body language, posture, gesture? What are these terms? Body language means, suppose if you are speaking with anybody but your body language is very negative, then it is not at all a good communication, fine. But if you smile at him or her and speak, then it is a very good communication. So your body language is very much proper, it should be very much true. Now come to the posture. What is posture? Posture means the way you represent yourself. Like if you don't sit properly, Suppose you are having an interview but you are not sitting straight. You are going for an oral examination. Suppose you are having your exam in school or colleges, but you are not sitting in the right posture, you are not straight. Then your non-verbal communication is not appropriate. Fine. Now what is gesture? Gesture means, like for example, bye bye. Though you don't talk with each other, though you don't have any communication with each other verbally, but still it is a communication. That is, your gesture shows that you are having communication with somebody. Okay, so it is a gesture. Gesture means, suppose I am standing in my corridor and you are passing by. I cannot hear you because we are at the far distance. Your distance and my distance are not limited. Now you are showing me your hand and bidding me goodbye. So your gestures tells that you are actually giving me a goodbye. But I cannot hear you, you cannot hear me, but we can understand each other's gesture, we can understand each other's communication. So the non-verbal communication is appropriate. Fine. Now come to the next point, written. What is written? Written means, suppose you are not speaking with anybody, okay, but you are communicating via writing. Writing means, suppose if you are writing an email to your office boss, or you are writing an email to your parents, or you are writing an email to your friends. So you are actually communicating with each other. Why? Because you are writing an email. So when he or she will open the email box or inbox, they can find it out that you have written a letter for them. Now that letter can be written also. Now see, nowadays we are having electronic media, so it is an email. If you write letter in your own hand with a pen or you are writing in a copy and you are posting it to your parent or to your favorite close friend, now these letters are also a part of communication. You are communicating with each other. So this is a written communication. Now come to books. Books are also a part of communication, because if there is no books, we cannot learn, right? We are having our knowledge, okay, we are having our knowledge from the books, we are reading from the books, and then only we are coming to know, right? So if there is any such information which is related to your syllabus, there is a story, if you don't read the book, how will you come to know? So this is also a part of communication. Now communication can be also via social media. That is, nowadays we are having WhatsApp, Facebook, Google, Duo, all this, and of course internet. It is also a part of communication, where you communicate with each other, you message each other via an electronic media. Fine.